So, today is the May the 4th episode of posting a weird video every day until I become famous. We've almost reached a year. We're actually ridiculously close to coming up to a year on this posting a weird video every day until I become famous series. And it's quite a milestone. So, for today, however, may the 4th be with you. And let's dive into this episode. This beard came in so fast and pretty thick. Pretty good, seeing as I'm about to start really standing that Blackbeard One Piece deck that I have made. The shittiest part about starting this game is the scene for it locally is nigh non-existent. People just buy the stuff to collect it over around me, and I don't usually see people playing the One Piece card game at the local card shops. Now, it'd be nice if I could see that start to happen, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Prizing, yeah. Magic the Gathering prizing's okay. Pokemon prizing. Pokemon prizing's good. But One Piece prizing? One Piece prizing. I remember when they first started dropping this One Piece card game, and I was like, one of these days I'm gonna really want to play this. Then the Blackbeard deck came out. And I'm not sure what it is with card games, but in most cases, with, of course, the exception of my SpongeBob SquarePants deck, which, of course, there's still, of course, villainous characters in it, I usually go towards the villain decks for some reason. I'm not sure why. They just usually seem cooler for like, you just look at a card, you're like Karibo, then you're like, but what about the Gate Guardian, bro? And that's where I ended up with Yu-Gi-Oh. Funny. This is the May the 4th episode, and I'm not really uh in that much of a Star Warsy mood today. I did play some Fortnite though. Some of that Fortnite new Star Wars season, in which I was doing good for a couple rounds, and then I got my ass handed to me. this season is a little more of a lawless wasteland. Now, I could potentially bring myself to watch a Star Wars film, but I I just didn't want to. There is one Star Wars film that I have watched through, and for some reason, I have fallen asleep during it at least 6 out of 7 times I have watched this film. And 5 of the times was me trying to actually watch the film all the way through. So, here's a little Star Wars fact for you. It took me the 7th time watching the fucking Clone Wars to actually watch the Clone Wars the entire way through. The Clone Wars was, in my opinion, the most boring of the bunch. Revenge of the Sith in the first one, though, there was some action. And of course, in the the 4, 5, 6 trilogy, the 4, 5, 6 trilogy, I really like the 4, 5, 6 trilogy. Now, I'm not the biggest Star Wars aficionado, but I do like collecting some things that are Star Wars. I have 2 very neat pieces of Star Wars memorabilia. That being an R2D2 Sensi warmer and a Chewbacca Furby known as Furbacca. Now, if I had the ability, I would collect the 2005 Star Wars Revenge of the Sith Burger King collectibles because those were fucking awesome. There was a whole line of them, and it was just super, super awesome. I remember in the Catholic school I used to go to, the one teacher, he had like all of them on top of the chalkboard, just organized there. It was when there was a point in time where we kept getting detention for some reason because the principal didn't like us. Where the biggest point and solace I had of going to the detention room was looking at those Star Wars collectibles and mentally memorizing them to keep my mind off of the punishment I was supposed to be experiencing. So there's a little childhood Devon Star Wars story for you. Was watching some Papa Meat Canyon on the YouTubes, and sometimes you pause at certain points in time. At the points in times you pause at. So I went to go add a type of Monster Energy drink to my Amazon wish list because it was one that my mom liked, and people were like, "Yeah, I'd totally buy your mom Monster Energy drinks." So I was like, "Bet I would totally put Monster Energy drinks on my wish list for my mom too." And guess what? The specific kind she likes, the specific kind she likes, not only is it not available like that, but people are now apparently selling a case of it for up to $70 for a case of Monster, of a 12 pack of Monster. Now, I put other flavors on there because yeah, but I'm kind of peeved that I wanted to add something on there for my mother, and commerce is just failing me. Commerce, why are you failing me again? Ugh. I'm gonna be frank, I waited so late to record this episode. I'm not telling you how late I waited to record this, but today has been quite a day for me. I feel like all the cumulative shit has just caught up with me, and my body's like, Devin, you shouldn't be doing too much now. Even though I need to be doing a lot, and I need my body to do so much more for me right now, and it's failing me. But you know what isn't failing me? What isn't failing me is the fact that I got new glasses on the way from Zenny.ca. Just uh, not a sponsored ad or anything, but I got new glasses on the way. Cause I'm gonna be frank, these aren't my actual prescription pairs of glasses. This entire time, confession time, I have been using lenses that are way weaker than what I need to be using. And it's really bad for you, and you shouldn't do that. But I got the actual prescription pair coming. And yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna actually look through those glasses with my eyes and see if they have my brand because no one else could possibly have my brand. And if I put them on and I could see perfectly out of those things with my left eye, I'll say my brand. If you're around for the my brand internet days, hats off to you. You are a true internet memer. Okay, what is this? Is this like fucking artistic homicide? Is this political injustice? Is this, I don't even know. It could be something May the 4th means. I don't even fucking know. But that's what you're supposed to tell me. You're supposed to tell the me of the past, which is me right now, the me that's recording this, what the hell we're looking at. And the me of the future will look at what you have to tell the me of the past. And if the me of the future really likes what you have to say, the me of the future will pin your comment as this video's pinned comment. What is this? What are we looking at? Welcome to today's Word of the Day segment. Today's Word of the Day segment is hilarious. It's going to be the Force. Today's Word of the Day is the Force. And the Force is strong. And if you don't have any faith in the Force, then fuck off. You gotta have faith in the Force. If the Force is something that, like, you gotta love, man. I love the Force. The Force is important. The Force is in all of us. The Force is in you. The Force is in me. The Force is in my peen. Welcome to today's meme segment where we do the meme segments, and today we're doing Star Wars memes, because why not? It's May the 4th. Oh my god. Fried chicken is also a sandwich. I guess it's covered in bread. Wouldn't that technically make it a dumpling? A chicken dumpling? A fried chicken dumpling. I don't know. This is the May the 4th, Revenge of the 5th. This is the May. Yeah. Honestly, celebrate Star Wars however you want to celebrate Star Wars. The May the 4th thing started out as a pun, but the 25th is the real day. You're still coming to work? Oh my god, bosses be like, yeah, I heard you had that incident on the job, on our job, but it would be nice if you could come back in. Yeah. Hey, Vader, nice suit. It must cost you an arm and a leg. Yeah! We won't get fooled again. Yeah. Just hitting Vader. That's the real reason Obi-Wan got one-offed by Darth Vader, because he said that John Williams really be conducting some shit sometimes. This is an accurate description of John Williams just sprouting into action whenever he sees a visual cue. John Williams is just that legendary of a composer that you could just tell. This is literally me every day. My mom's like, Devin, did you sleep well? I'm like, no, I didn't. I took my sleeping pill late again, and the sunlight just kept waking me up in the morning. Well, time to sleep. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, drink your water, please.